Hey, I'm an MP.
And I'm an M6.
Hey, M6.
Hey, MP.
You're not brass.
Oh, you're looking awful fancy today.
Yeah, I spent a lot of money.
Yeah, well, I saved my money. I have a lot of extra money in savings now for film.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I had the money to drop on an MP so I can afford all the world's film.
Oh, lucky you.
Mm,
Do you have a yacht too?
I do. Okay, guys, all seriousness aside, we're going to be talking about two cameras here, both Leica, the Leica M6 and the Leica MP. One of the reasons why we wanted to do this video is because there's a lot of talk about which one is better. And honestly, having both of them right here, I think we're going to assess that.
Yeah.
They're the same camera in usage.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just basically say that up front. They will take the same picture.
Exactly the same picture, actually.
Identical picture. The lenses will go on each other and take the same picture.
Yep.
So that, let's just get that out of the way. They're both highly capable cameras.
Definitely.
They're both rangefinders. They both use Leica M mount.
They're both the same loading style. The only big difference actually is the advance. You know, this one has this little piece right here.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer this, but I'm not going to spend $2,000 more.
I prefer this more as well, but they both advanced film.
And you can actually interchange them. So I can take one from my M3 and put it on this M6, and it'll work exactly the same.
Exactly.
The only other big thing is the rewind.
Yeah.
Because the loading is exactly the same. You know, you're pretty much just rewinding if you have a quick rewind knob.
Yep, which this is nice. I do enjoy this quick rewind knob. It is very useful. Otherwise, it's very slow.
Yeah, but you can still do it. You can still rewind your film.
They both rewind the film.
Yeah, so that's a plus.
Yeah, I will say I have seen this rewind knob. Someone accidentally dropped their camera a little bit.
Yeah.
And it tends, because of its angle, can get bent any minute direction, and it is basically not going to work anymore.
I bet if you drop that camera, something bad will happen too.
I agree with you. I'm just saying this, the way that this is made.
Oh, so you're saying it's more solid?
Maybe.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. If we're getting into the nitty gritty here, if you were to drop your camera at exactly that angle.
With the advance out? Or with the...
not out, maybe it's just in there, it's protected, it's nice and like, you know.
Okay. MP.
Okay. Like he was saying, the loading is exactly the same. You put the film in, you reel it across, you put it into the little catch, and then you are able to wind it up.
Yeah, and they actually have the same ISO dial, more or less.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty identical. I mean, this one has a little bit more information on it, but this just has, you know, your ASA right here.
Yep.
They both work the same. I do know that, you know, like we're getting into the nitty here, this is made out of brass.
And this is made out of zinc.
Yep. Some people think brass is better. Some people, I mean, I don't know. They're about the same weight. Why is brass better than zinc? I don't know. I'm not a metallurgical scientist.
I don't know. The only other thing that I have heard is that the insides of the MP are supposedly more precisely engineered or installed or cut than the M6s, but
the M6 came from an era of Leica when they it was kind of
transition.
I guess it would be like the grandchild of the M4.
Yeah.
In a way, because they went M4, M4P, and then they did M5, and the bastard child M5 essentially, which is a good camera.
It's ugly.
It's ugly, but it works. It'll still take the same picture. And then they got into the M6. So I guess it was in an era where Leica was trying to make their cameras a little bit more
on with the times.
Yeah,
in terms of having a meter and things like that.
Mm-hmm. And these both work without a meter.
Yeah, you can just take the batteries out.
So
They're
if you're-
totally mechanical.
So if you're worried about, your film meter dying and the camera not working at all, well, you don't have to worry about that with an M6. Even the M6 TTL, which added the TTL flash sync ability.
And a slightly bigger dial.
Slightly bigger dial that actually turns more like if you're a digital Leica user, the dial turns in the direction of the newer digital cameras, whereas these have the classic dial,
And
which
it's a little bit
turns the
smaller.
opposite direction, which... Why they did that, I don't know. It's very frustrating if you own an MP and you also own a digital Leica and they're both turned differently. It's not something huge, but I'm used to knowing where the arrow points is where I turn the dial, and it's
Exactly.
opposite on this. So, what do you think? You could get an M6 for what? About a good one, good classic, a good M6 classic. You can get for about $1,400, I'd say.
Yeah, even less if you dig around. I mean,
Yeah, if
you
you
can
get lucky.
beater. You can find some beater ones that will still function, but they're going to be heavily used, and they'll be around $1,000.
Yeah, and I would say, I've seen people get some amazing deals on an M6.
Yeah, definitely.
Amazing deals.
They're definitely out there.
You're not gonna find an MP. Probably, if you get lucky, you'll find one for 27.
Yeah, you can definitely find them in the mid 2000s, but
I would say that you could. I got mine for a little bit more than that. I would say on average, it's probably about $3,000.
yeah, about double the price of what you would be able to find a really nice M6 for.
Now these were made, I believe, in 2002, so it's no older than 2002, whereas these can be as old as 1986.
Yep.
And in my opinion, and if you're getting a camera that's from 1986, you're getting into a camera system that may need a CLA at some point.
Which, there are a whole lot of guys out there that can service these things. There's Sherry Crowder. She does some pretty good stuff. And then my personal guy is Yoshin Yi. He's done some stuff for me, and $150.
Yeah.
1 week turnaround.
So it's not like a super huge deal. So I guess it really just comes down to a feel thing.
Yeah. Definitely just a feel thing.
It's really just a feel thing. It's really just I like the feel of this camera. I do. I'll say it. I like the feel of this camera over that one.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. I'm sure I'd like a Lamborghini drive better than a, Prius.
Yeah.
But they both get you from A to B.
Just slightly differently.
Just slightly differently.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed this video. I would like the entire internet to rest on this issue now that we've done this. I'm pretty sure that that's going to happen.
Maybe.
So tune in next time, and we will hopefully have some more Leica reviews and things to talk about. These two lenses would be good to talk about.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
35 Sumilux versus 50 f1.4 aspherical.
Yeah. Both the new, modern...
Aspherical designs.
Yep. Good to talk about, especially on film cameras, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So please subscribe to the channel, Brooklyn Shooters, and tune into some of our other videos. We're going to try to update fairly often.
Yeah, once a week or so.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
If all goes well.
We'll see.
And if you have any ideas as things that you might want us to cover in the future, please comment on these videos and
Leave
let
it
us
in the
know.
comments.
Let us know what you want to see. We have access to a lot of gear, a lot of knowledge between the two of us in terms of things that we've tried and technique and film and digital and and it's all a lot of stuff that might not be readily available on the internet already. So if you have an idea, maybe we could figure something out. So just let us know. But otherwise, have a good day.
Thanks.
Bye.